So what does it actually mean to heal from narcissistic abuse, especially when justice is so rarely served in favor of the victim? You see so many divorce cases and court cases that rule in favor of the narcissist. They always seem to get away with it, and then they move on to the next person, on to their next victim, like everything's jolly and good for them. And then you're left stuck behind. So what that creates is so much anger and resentment in the victims. And what happens when you want to seek revenge on the person, all of this anger and resentment, all that does in the end is it stunts your growth. And that's what ends up holding a lot of people back from the healing process. Being healed in an ideal world is not caring anymore about what they're doing, about the fact that they're doing something with their own life that might not be what you agree with. The ideal world is no longer caring. So when you no longer care about the situation, about what the other person is doing, it means that you start to focus solely on yourself, solely on your own inner growth and inner healing process. Narcissistic abuse can, unfortunately, have this knock-on effect onto your life, which can last years to come, right? And probably in some cases the rest of your life. It can make you less trusting towards people. It can make you more cynical. It can make you more hypervigilant. It can make you feel like you're not good enough, like you're not worthy enough. It makes you second guess yourself a lot, feeling unsure and second guessing yourself a lot. You even end up gaslighting yourself. It's like you start gaslighting yourself because you've adopted that behavior that they handed over to you. You might talk yourself out of things and need constant reassurance from other people. It's like you then start seeking this validation from other people. And these habits and patterns can remain with a victim for many years or even a lifetime, unfortunately. But it's important to remember, given that those who have suffered, those who have been burnt, have the great ability to shine even brighter. And Viktor Frankl said it best. He said, "What is to give light must endure burning." Sometimes the burning process is essential to shine even brighter. So that is your potential, to shine so bright. What happens is that, as you know, as I was just saying, the narcissist moves on and onto their next thing. And it might make you revengeful. It might make you feel like they're getting away with it and they've left you in this place of pain and suffering. Sometimes altering our perspective of that, of instead of choosing revenge, of learning to view the situation in a different way can be helpful. In the end, we feel like they've gotten away with it because you think that their life is perfect and they're happy and they're moving on and they don't give a crap about what is going on in their world. But the reality is they do feel an emptiness inside. They feel insecurities. They feel an endless desire to seek validation from other people. They need constant admiration. They get paranoid and fearful about the world. They fear abandonment. They feel like everything that happens to them is never enough. So all of these things put together is not resulting in a joyful life. It's a joyless life. So thinking that they're moving on and living happily ever after in their own little bubble is not always the reality. They don't feel a sense of joy, a sense of light inside. They feel emptiness. They feel insecurities. So when you leave that situation as a victim, you end up winning your freedom. And sometimes looking at it from that perspective can also be helpful. They are not winning the battle. You are winning the battle because you are freeing yourself. Healing is when you no longer personalize their issues. It's when you acknowledge that their issues are totally separate to anything to do with you. They are not going to have a happy ending. So your seeking revenge is not going to halt them from having a happy ending, because they won't have one anyway. Nothing is ever going to be enough for them. They will never be happy because they will continue to seek what they're looking for in the next thing, in the next person, in their next victim. And they're really just looking for their next source of supply. I hope that this gives you a little bit of insight to begin this process of finding some sense of inner peace within you, even if justice hasn't been sought. If you need any extra support, please get in touch with me. I help a lot of people struggling from such issues, and I'd love to help you too. Drop me a DM if you'd like any support with that, and we can arrange a free call together. Take care.